In this video, we will set up the environment to begin learning Python. So there will be 3 steps. In the first step, we will install Python. In the second step, we will install PyCharm, which is the code editor. And in the third step, we will connect PyCharm and Python and begin working. Also, I will be installing everything on MacBook, but if you have Windows, I have recorded a separate video. I will give you the link and you can follow that. Open your browser and type python.org. This is the official website from where we will be installing Python. Once you are on the main page, you can see that it is recognizing that I am on the Mac operating system. And underneath it, we see the latest version of Python. At the time of recording this video, the latest version is 3.12.6. But if you don't see the download option here, you can go to the downloads option in the menu bar, and on the right hand side, you also have the download option. So click on it and it will download in our downloads folder. So I'll just go to my downloads folder, open it, wait for it to be downloaded. Once the download is finished, click on it to open. On this pop-up, it is giving us the information about the Python that we are installing and which system it is. Click continue. And here we will have a couple of terms that we will need to read and agree. So just continue, and accept the terms and click continue, agree. It says it will take 179.1 MB of space on your computer, so it shouldn't take much time to install Python. Click install, enter your MacBook's password, and it will start installing. It will take a couple of moments to install. Python has been installed on our laptop. We can close this and we can also close this. We can move the installer to trash because we don't need it anymore. We can close the downloads option also. We can also minimize this. Now to open Python, you can go to your launchpad and you can see that it has been installed. Now before we move on to install PyCharm, which is the code editor, I want to show you that this IDLE is also the code editor which comes pre-installed with Python. If you want, you can use it, but for our videos, we will be using PyCharm. And that is what we will be installing next. Now to install PyCharm, go to your browser again and type install PyCharm. This first website, jetbrains.com, this is the official website to install PyCharm. So we click on this link. Once you are on the website, go to get PyCharm. Accept all. Here we have PyCharm Professional. This is a paid version. We will be using the free version, which you will get by scrolling down. PyCharm Community Edition. Now again, it is recognizing that I am on MacBook. Before you click on download, click on this drop down and you can see we have two types of DMG files, Intel and Apple Silicon. If you have MacBook that uses Intel processor, you will choose the first option, but if you have newer versions of laptop which uses M1, M2 or M3 chip, you can use the second option. I have M3 MacBook, so I'll choose the second option and it will start downloading. We go to our downloads folder and wait for the download to finish. It's gonna take a couple of moments. I'll be back when it finishes downloading. Okay, the PyCharm DMG file has been downloaded. It was 627 MB, so it took about 3 minutes to download. Once it has been downloaded, you can click on it. You can minimize the download folder and also the website. Now to install PyCharm on our MacBook, we just have to drag this icon to our applications folder by holding it, clicking it, and dragging it on top of our applications folder. And here we go. So now you can see that it has been installed on our MacBook. Click to open it. We can minimize this. It's asking if I trust this app, and since I installed PyCharm from the official website, I do trust it, so I'll click open. This is the welcome screen of PyCharm IDE. Here we have a couple of sections to explore. Let's start with the Learn section. Here you can use links to documentation and other resources to get started with PyCharm. Next is the plugin section. This is where you will come to install custom themes or key maps if you are coming from other editors or IDEs. I will explain what a key map is in just a moment, but this is where you will install plugins. Let's move on to the customize section. This section lets you tweak some of the most commonly used settings. For example, you can change the theme of PyCharm from dark to light and back to dark. You can also change the font size of your code. Also, you can change the key map here. Key map is essentially a collection of keyboard shortcuts. It allows you to perform tasks quickly by using keyboard shortcuts like opening a file, saving a file, or running a code, etc. And any custom themes or key map plugins that you have installed from this section of plugins, you will come here to switch them. By default, it's macOS and I'll keep it as it is. But if you have installed any additional themes or key maps from the plugin section, you will come here to switch them. The last section is the project section. And this screen may look a little bit different if you already have worked on PyCharm IDE. But since this is our first time opening PyCharm, this is what it looks like. Here we have three options. We will not use the last option just yet, but I'll explain it to you what it is. If you have an existing project on variant control like GitHub, for example, you can open it from here. The second option is that we can open a project that is saved on our local machine. And lastly, we can create a brand new project by choosing this option. So we will click on this to create a brand new project. And here it has given the name Python project. You can change the name of your project if you like. This is the location where your project will be saved. So if you close your PyCharm IDE, this is the location where you can go to open the project again. You can change the location by going on the right hand side and clicking on this icon. I'll keep this location for now. And here interpreter type, you have three options: project, virtual env, base conda, and custom environment. I'll keep it default, which is product virtual env. And here in Python variant, it is detecting that Python 3.12 is already installed on my MacBook. This is important. If you install PyCharm before installing Python, then you will have to come here and search from here and choose your Python file. But if you already have installed Python, then PyCharm IDE will automatically detect it and you will not have to connect it manually. Then we hit create. Now you can see here Python project has been created. Underneath it we have virtual env file, bin directory, and lib. Now we need to create a Python file where we can write our code. To create a Python file, we just need to right click on our Python project, choose new, and choose Python file. Here we can name our file and hit enter. Our Python file has been created. This is where we will write our Python code. You can create any number of Python files by repeating the same process. All your Python files will be created under this project like this. Now we are ready to write our code. For example, if I want to write my Python script print hello world. To run my code, I'll click on the option run and the output will be shown in the output window at the bottom. To save your code, just hit Command plus S and that will save your code. So this is how you install Python and PyCharm on your MacBook. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one.